Hedera exploiter holds $7 in ETH after draining protocol. A wallet linked to a recent exploit on Hedera has consolidated its proceeds into more than $7 million worth of Ether, according to a July 11, 2026 alert from Cointelegraph. Rather than cashing out, the address is holding the funds on-chain, a pattern that has become routine for attackers who steal one asset and immediately rotate into ETH. The alert describes the wallet as the alleged exploiter, so attribution is not yet settled. What is verifiable is the balance and the swap activity. The address moved its take into Ether, and at the time of the report was sitting on the position without further movement. The stolen funds went straight into Ether. Converting a stolen balance into ETH is one of the first moves in almost every large exploit. Ether has the deepest liquidity of any smart contract asset, which lets an attacker absorb a multi-million-dollar swap without moving the price much or leaving an obvious footprint. It also detaches the funds from the original protocol's own token, which a project can sometimes pause, blacklist, or fork around. Once the money is in ETH, the attacker's options narrow to a familiar set: hold and wait, route through a mixer, bridge to another chain, or try to reach an exchange or off-ramp that can convert to fiat. Each of those steps is where recovery teams and law enforcement get their opening, because on Hedera and on Ethereum alike, the ledger is public and the address is now tagged. For anyone who uses stablecoin spending or a crypto card backed by on-chain balances, the mechanics here are a reminder of the difference between a smart contract exploit and a compromise of consumer funds. This drain hit a protocol's contracts, not individual cardholders. But the response playbook is the same one exchanges and issuers run when any large batch of stolen crypto starts moving. Sitting still is a deliberate choice. The wallet is not moving, and that inaction is itself a strategy. Freshly stolen ETH is closely watched. Analytics firms flag the address, exchanges load it into screening systems, and any deposit from a tagged wallet risks an instant freeze. By parking the funds, the holder waits for attention to fade before attempting to launder or cash out. The counterpressure comes from the transparency of the chain. Every future transaction from this address will be visible the moment it happens. If the funds ever land at a centralized venue with Know Your Customer controls, that venue can freeze the deposit and, in past cases, has returned funds to victims. The stalemate holds until one side blinks. The attacker tests an off-ramp, or the protocol negotiates a return. Recovery depends on where the money goes next. Protocol exploits over the past 2 years have ended in a handful of ways. Some attackers accept a white hat bounty and return most of the funds in exchange for keeping a slice and avoiding prosecution. Some get frozen at an exchange choke point. Some successfully wash the proceeds through mixers and bridges and disappear. And some are eventually identified through off-chain slip-ups long after the on-chain trail goes cold. For Hedera and its users, the near-term questions are practical. Which contract or bridge was drained, and has the hole been closed? Are any exchanges willing to blacklist the tagged address? And is the team opening a bounty channel to negotiate a return? None of those answers were public in the initial alert, and readers should treat the $7 million figure as a snapshot that can change with the next swap or transfer. This is speculative analysis of likely outcomes, not financial advice, and attribution remains unconfirmed. The one hard fact is the on-chain balance. More than $7 million in Ether, tagged, watched, and, for now, not moving.